All right, so in this series, we're going to go over how to make a website. And we're going to be making a WordPress website. We'll start with absolutely nothing, no domain, no hosting service, not even a website name, really. Just the idea that of what we want to build and that we want to have it on the internet. And then we want to use WordPress, which I'm hoping that's where you're at. Because a lot of the videos online start where they already have hosting or they already have something going on, and this is to get you started from the beginning without having anything. So let's get started. Okay, so really there are three things you're going to need. The first is a domain name. A domain name is the address used to access your website. Think of Google. Google.com is the domain name for Google, just like Yahoo.com is the domain name for Yahoo, or CNN.com is the domain name for CNN. So we can purchase these, and they're roughly $10 a year, and you can get a domain name and then point that to your hosting service, which is the next item you're going to need. You're going to need some sort of hosting package, and this is where your files that make up your website are stored and they're connected to the internet so that they can be accessed anywhere. After that, you're going to need the software to build the website and just to have the website built. We're going to go through all three of these steps, and by the end of this web series, you'll have a fully functioning website on your own server with your own domain name. All right, so the first step is registering a domain name. There are several different companies that do this. Probably the biggest players are the ones listed right here. Google just got into the business. It's very easy. You can do it with the Google account you have now. And Namecheap is my preferred domain register. I'm going to use them for hosting in this class as well. And then some of the other ones are GoDaddy.com, Register.com, and Network Solutions. All right, so I'm not going to go through registering a domain name through a different registrar or going through that process, because that's going to be done when we actually get the hosting service. Because one of the benefits of the hosting service I'm going to be showing is that you get a free domain name. So if you follow the tutorial the way it was made, you'll get a domain name out of it. All right, so we'll go on to hosting, which is the next step. So within hosting, I've laid out kind of a roadmap to get hosting and get as much out of it as you can. So first you want to plan what you need. You have to look at what your design and what you want to build and see how much of a hosting package you need. Do you need many websites? Do you need one website? What kind of budget are you looking at? How much data are you going to have on your server? Are you going to have tons of pictures or host movies, or how much do you need out of your hosting package? Because from there on, you can go to comparison and compare several different vendors and hosting companies and decide which one's for you. After that, after you decide on one, we're going to look on the internet for coupons, because believe it or not, there are tons of great coupons. You can get 20% off, 50% off a hosting package and save a lot of money. After that, we're going to purchase it, and I'll even go through the purchasing of a hosting package with a domain name so you can see how easy it is. And then we'll set it up and get it running WordPress. This will all be in this web series, so it's very easy to follow. All right, so we'll start with planning. You need to understand your hosting needs. How many sites do you want to host? How much data are you hosting? How much traffic are you expecting to get? From there are different technical specs that you may have a little bit of knowledge on and you like. Do you prefer different languages to be able to be ran, or different hosting platforms? There are different items that maybe you have a preference over that I can't name because there's just so many different options. But these top three are really what you need to be thinking about what you need. After that, when you go to the website, the different hosting company, do you get a feel that one might be easier for you because it's more intuitive for you, or it looks like it has better customer ratings or better support? That's all up to you and how you feel when you enter a website. So that's just things that you need to think about. After that, it's pricing. Pricing is really where you can get the most bang for your buck. You need to compare what's offered, how much it costs, and how much it's going to cost when you have to renew it later on. You might get a great deal this year when you purchase, or this month when you purchase, but when you have to repurchase that hosting website to keep your website going, or hosting package to keep your website going, is it going to be double or even triple the cost that you're spending this year? So we'll look into that. All right, I've made a little hosting comparison for you for 4 companies: Namecheap, HostGator, Bluehost, and SiteGround. These are 4 of the big players. There are many other companies out there, but to make it easy, I've narrowed it down to 4. And then 4 different qualities that I think should be compared. The first is the number of domains that they allow you to host. So say you live in a household and you want to have multiple domain or websites because you want a blog, your significant other wants a blog, and then somebody else wants a blog. A lot of these hosting packages for the just bottom of the barrel cheapest hosting package out there, only one website domain is allowed. And this is why I've compared this, because Namecheap allows you to have 3. After that, do they give you a free domain for registering with them and getting a hosting package? Many of them do. Some do not. HostGator doesn't seem to do that. From what I can tell, they don't. Namecheap does, but it's only a .website, not .com or .net. After that, it's how easy is it to install WordPress. All of these hosting packages include a very easy software that allows you to easily install WordPress without knowing any coding or knowing really anything about hosting. You just fill out the information, site name and description, username and password, and you have a website running WordPress. After that, this is the biggest for me: price. Which meets your budget and which is the best price for you? Now, it's easy to see here. I left out the month, but SiteGround, Bluehost, and HostGator, these are all per month prices as well as Namecheap. Namecheap is 82 cents a month, and that's without a coupon. It's even cheaper than that with the coupon that we find later. I don't, with the amount of domains you can list, I think everybody should probably try Namecheap. You do have to buy a .com if you want it, but I think for the price and what you get, Namecheap's the best value. So from there, let's talk about this series. We're going to use Namecheap.com. We're going to go through, we're going to get a brand new hosting package with them. We're going to get a domain name through them. We're going to set up the hosting package, and then we're going to get the website working. We're going to go through building WordPress and setting it up, and then I'm going to even go into different plugins. This is down the line, but we'll go down through different plugins and different setups in WordPress, a little bit of SEO. We'll go with different widgets that are important and all kinds of stuff. And I'll even go into the Google Search Console. If you follow this series, you'll really have a good website by the end of it. So hopefully you can keep watching, and we'll get you a good website by the end of this. Thank you for watching.